What's up, guys? I got the keys here back with another video. Excuse the hair. I just got out of the shower a few minutes ago. So today I want to talk about stop manifesting money until these things are done, okay? Because the more you try and manifest money, the more you're saying, I lack this, right? And instead, what we want to do is shift our identity, mindset, and we want to get rid of our blockages. So, the things that we hold within us from childhood of, oh, that's too expensive. I can't afford that. Um, Money is evil, right? That all people that have money are greedy. Um, we want to release all of these things, right? That money's hard to come by, money's hard to make. Um, all of these, right? We want to start saying things like money comes to me easily and frequently on a continuous basis, right? It comes from multiple sources. And money is my friend, right? Money is a tool. Money is energy. And what are you? Energy. So if your energy is not aligned, then money cannot flow to you. You have to be in the flow state. And whatever you're doing, you should enjoy doing it, right? Because that's going to bring you even more money. Rather it be a job that you're working that you don't actually like, okay? Now, I understand that sometimes we have to do that, just to get by for that point. But, we want to ultimately make the choice of, okay, I'm going to change to doing this because I actually enjoy doing it. I actually enjoy helping the people in that job. I enjoy the service that I'm giving, right? So, because you're aligned with that service and you enjoy doing it, right, that creates happy money, right? That creates a energetic tie to the money. And even when you give money to people or you donate money or whatever, right? You want to do that with a happy, smiling face, right? And I don't mean like you don't have to sit there with your teeth showing, but within you feel happy. You're like, okay, like I'm spending this money, but I'm not spending it in the sense that it's not coming back to me, right? I know that because I'm giving money out, it's also going to come back to me. But we also don't want to just expect money because we gave it to somebody, right? So, but we want to expect that money's always coming to us, regardless of what is happening, right? But we have to take certain actions within that, and that means shifting our mindset of how we think about money. Do we think it's bad? Do we think that if we get money, people are going to hate us? Do we think that I don't know, there's so many things that could, be holding this back. But money is one of the harder things to access in life. And I am by no means, financially, rich, but I am happy with where I'm at. And, I can only be grateful because I've been in way worse situations. So, coming from where I was to now again is like a huge jump. Okay. And for me, it was changing things that I did in daily life too. Instead of getting mad when I have to go grocery shopping or getting mad when I have to pay bills, I started thanking God before I pay them and after I pay them. And that's another thing you can do, right? It starts to change your subconscious mind into always being grateful when you spend your money, when you use your money for investing in yourself, right? So that whether that's buying the thing you need for your business, or whether that's investing in your friend, or whether that's in investing in hair products or your makeup or whatever, right? All of these things are showing the universe that you're using your money for yourself, right? You're using it in a positive way. You're using it, in a way that's going to help you make yourself feel better. And in turn, because you feel better, more money flows, right? Now, we're not going to feel good all the time, and I think we have to know this, right? This, we get through this spiritual fluff part of um the journey where it's all like, oh, sunshine and rainbows, all you just need God, right? Okay, well, that's fine and all, but sometimes you're going to get mad at God, right? Sometimes God's going to piss you off. Um and I mean this in the best way possible, right? It's like sometimes you have to be pissed off in order to see what's going on, right? Sometimes you get so pissed off and then you realize, wait, I'm causing this, right? And so God helps you take a look at yourself and say, hey, check out the mirror, bro. You know what I mean? Um, and this is a lot to do with money because money flows because of alignment, right? And that means you're aligning with your mind, right? You're aligning your heart and your mind together. So whatever you really desire within your heart, is also connected within the mind. So you have a nice solid picture in your imagination and you can feel what that reality is like, right? You can feel who that person is and be that person now, right? And so this is something I've been doing for months, right? Sometimes I just sit here and I imagine the wealthiest version of myself, right? And I can actually feel what that feels like of being able to go on vacations, being able to help my family when they need it, being able to help others when they need it, right? Um, all of these things are positive. All of these things are going to bring us more money, right? And I think you should get really clear on what is the amount of money that you want, right? Like what would be sufficient enough for you to live your life happily. Um, so like if you want to be a millionaire, great, go for that, right? But if you don't need $1 million a month, then pick a certain number, and you might get more, you might get less, right? But that's up to you. And but I think having a definite number at least gives you a picture within your mind. And so instead of just calling in lots of money, right? We want to get like a certain amount, right? What a month would help you to live the life that you want to live, right? Um, for me, I want to be able to do whatever I want when I want and be able to travel and, do all that fun stuff. I want to be able to live my life fully, right? Not everybody's into that, and that's fine, So some people are happy with just having a apartment and a car, and the having their family, right? And that's important also. That's definitely great values. Um, but I also want more out of the material side of life. Like I think that we are allowed to have material things without worshiping them, without making them our God, right? But that God is giving us all of this because we asked for it, right? So it's not evil. It's not bad to have money. It's not going to make you not spiritual because you have money. Um, this is one thing I had to go through, when I first started on the whole wealth journey. It was like I had to really work through that part of myself that was telling, because I would come across these videos that would be like, oh, like we shouldn't want money because, that's not whatever, biblical, or that's not um spiritual or whatever, right? And they're like, well, that's materialistic. Everybody's materialistic, guys, in some sense of the word. Um, you have material things and you are a material being at the moment. So there's nothing wrong with having material things. But when we start to worship the material over the spiritual, that's when it becomes a problem. Okay. And so you can be spiritual and still have material things, and they can be extravagant and nice, and that's not bad. That doesn't make you evil. So again, this is shifting to the identity of that person. Who is the wealthiest version of you? How do they feel? What do they drive? What kind of clothes do they wear? What kind of shops do they go in? Um, all of these things will start to, put into your vision of that person. And then you can start to embody that in daily life of, like, for me, I started, like I said, saying thank you and I'm grateful before and after I spend money. When I go to stores and they ask for a tip, I always give something, even if it's $2, right? That still changes your subconscious mind. Put all your bills on auto pay if you can, right? Don't make yourself go broke, but if you are able to, put them on auto pay. And the ones that you can't, that's okay. Leave them for now. Eventually, you'll be able to put them on auto pay, okay? But auto pay is a way of signifying to your subconscious that you trust that the money is coming, right? You trust that these bills are paid already, okay? Just think about it for a second, okay? So these are some of the best things I've done, right, to change my mindset and my identity on money. I'm still working through that, and I hope that whatever I said here helped you to get through yours, okay? So I'll see you in the next one, and peace.